Welcome to the Dice Tower, a video cast all about the world of board games and the people who play them. This is the 2010 edition of our annual Top 100 Board Games of All Time, featuring the Vassal family.
Yes, welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Tom Vassal. This is my daughter Melody, and we're going through our top 100 games. We have 10 games for you today, 5 of Melody's and 5 of mine. If you like watching these videos, we have several other videos on our channel, different reviews of all sorts of games. I believe we have close to 600 different reviews that you can check out at this point in time. You can also check out our website at www.thedicetower.com. Come over there and you'll find all our reviews and everything that you can find out there. But you're not here to listen to us talk about our website, I don't think. They want to see the games, so let's get started with one of Melody's.
Number 60, Xscape.
Xscape is a push-your-luck style game in which you're going to be rolling 2 dice on your turn. Now, these dice have different numbers on them than you might normally find. One of them has a 7 on it, and both of them have an X on it. When you roll, you make a number out of your 2 dice you roll. For example, this is 30, X stands for 0. Here I have 73. And whatever number, I can put it on any of these spots on the board. If I don't like my first roll, I can roll again, but if I ever roll another X, then I get nothing. But let's say I roll a 71, I can put it on the 3. At the beginning of my next turn, if no one else has knocked me off, my piece will go 3 spaces. However, if someone ever rolls a higher number than me, let's say someone rolls a 76 and they go underneath me on the 2 here, or even on the 1, then my dice come off. Also, there's a few other rules. If you ever roll doubles, 1, 2s, or 3s, you get to go that many spaces. First person to get to the end is the winner.
This game is fun because you're moving your X around the track trying to get out of the building, and it's just fun to see people looking frustrated to like, uh-oh, what am I going to do with this piece? What are they going to do with that piece? And it's fun to bump other people off the little thing. Number 60, Through the Desert.
Want some candy? Maybe not. Through the Desert. I have a German version here, but that's because I got it so long ago. This has been on my top 100 list now. It's the 5th year running, and it's very simple. Take these little candy-colored camels and place them on the board, trying to make the longest lines. On your turn, you take 2 camels, put them on the board, connecting your lines of camels somehow, somewhere. Trying to get points, trying to circle in different areas on the board. Has slight similarities to the very famous game Go. But this game is more accessible and, in my opinion, a lot more fun, especially since it's multiplayer and every game feels different because of the board setup. But very strategic, an excellent game, one that definitely is on my top 100 list.
Number 59, Dweebies.
Dweebies is a game that uses these cards with, well, dweebies on them. Each card is a number of dots that shows you how many times that card is in the deck. Most of them are in the deck 2, some of them 4, some of them 3, and a few of them only 1. On your turn, you'll be playing a dweebie on the table, and you can play it next to any other dweebie on the table. If you ever play 2 dweebies in such a way that they make a line or a row or a column, you get those 2 dweebies and all the cards in between them. And that's basically it. So you know as you there's some strategy to the game, because if you put out dweebies that have fewer dots, or maybe you have the other dot, you might get pretty good. But someone might steal your dweebie in another row or column on the table as you build the grid of these cards. And for kids, they just like the fact that the dweebies look really funny.
Dweebies is a really fun game to me because you're collecting these dweebies that look really cute, getting as many as you can. And to me, the dweebies on the cards, they're like really fantastic of how they are designed, and it's a really fun game. Number 59, Cutthroat Caverns.
Cutthroat Caverns, which you can see I have here in multiple boxes because there's already 4 expansions out for it, and I like them all. But Cutthroat Caverns, if you look at the artwork, you know, take a look at this guy here on the side of the box. Doesn't look like the most pleasant of guys, and you might wonder why I have such a dark game on my list. And that's because the game itself isn't really that dark. It's really more of a lighthearted romp. You're a cooperative group of adventurers going through a dungeon, but at the same time only one person can win. So you gotta work together so that you survive, but if you trip someone on the way and maybe they take that, you get the critical hit instead of them, there's no harm in that. And you know, if they don't survive in that last room, well, you know, more treasure for you. That sort of deal. And because of that, because of the inherent backstabbing in the game, it's just an absolute blast. The expansions only make it better. Cutthroat Caverns.
Number 58, Heave Ho!
Heave Ho is one of those really simple games that just works so well. On your turn, you have a handful of cards, and you play these cards on either your side or your opponent's side. You see that you're making a tug of war here, and at any point in time, somebody may play a card that causes the tug of war to happen. It says Heave Ho, like this one does. And when you play that, you compare the numbers. 5 to, well, hang on. You can't quick play another card there. 5 to 10. So this side pulls the barrel 5 spaces in their direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you ever pull the barrel all the way to your end, you win that round. And there's also a little bit of a deck building element, or you can just play straight up and take the cards as they're given to you. It's a lot of fun, and the pictures are quite funny.
This game is a really fun game, putting down different cards for them to pull the rope and putting down the Heave Ho card when you need it, and it's just really fun actually seeing the funny characters, and it's a fun game.
Number 58, Vegas Showdown.
Vegas Showdown, I've already talked about this. This is one of the biggest changes because when I first played this, it wouldn't have made my top 500 list. But I like it more because you're building this casino, so you have the aspect of building. There's auctions, but they're done very well. You can't bet anything you want. There's certain amounts to build. Component quality could be better, but the idea of building something and seeing it built and seeing it come together easily puts this one on my top 100 list. Vegas Showdown.
Number 57, Fast Food.
Fast Food has a very simple concept. On your turn, you turn over the top card of your deck in front of you. If anybody ever has 2 cards that are the same in front of them on the top of their deck, then they have to each hit this squeaky chew toy hamburger type thing. And the player who does that first takes the card, that takes one of the cards that they have captured, and they'll put it in front of them in a special envelope that looks like a hamburger. And what you're trying to do is you never want to get 2 of the same color together. Apparently double cheese is not allowed in this land, but you want to try and get as many different colors together to make your sandwich as fantastic as possible. And so there's some, you know, obviously it's a speed game, hitting this as fast as you can, but there's also the strategy of sometimes you don't want to hit it because you don't want another ketchup on top of your hamburger. The idea of putting things on your hamburger is pretty fun and interesting, and it has a neat container. Unfortunately, the hamburger doesn't fit in it, but hey, can't have everything.
To me, this game is really fun because you're flipping over all these cards to get these ingredients that you really want and hitting the hamburger. And my favorite part of it is how the hamburger squeaks.
Number 57, Ave Caesar.
There is a myriad of racing games out there, but Ave Caesar is probably the best of them all. And it's not even that complicated. On your turn, you're simply racing around a racetrack, playing cards. Everyone has the same deck of cards. But what makes Ave Caesar so much fun is that you can deliberately get in front of someone else's chariot and block them and stop them from moving on their turn. And it's very, very interactive. I got in front of you. On your turn, what do? That's right, nothing. Of course, they're going to probably do it to you a few turns later. A lot of fun, 3-lap race, Ave Caesar, and of course, making people stand up in the middle of the game with their coin and shout, Ave Caesar! As loud as they can. Also, a lot of fun.
Number 56, Fish Eat Fish.
Fish Eat Fish, which shouldn't be confused with the fantastic game Vicious Fishes. But Fish Eat Fish is a game in which players have different colored fish on the board, and you're trying to be the last one standing. Each player has a deck of cards, and this card has different numbers in that deck. And on your turn, you simply put a starfish between two fish that you want to see fight. Each player plays a card, you turn it over. 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, so the blue fish wins and eats the green fish. This blue fish is now a power of 2. The cards you played, though, are out of the game. You can no longer use them. And so, that's basically it. You continue on as fish are eating other fish, and the player who has the most captured fish at the end of the game is the winner.
Fish Eat Fish is a marvelous game to me because you're stacking up fish because you're also trying to eat other fish, and I just really like of how they stack on one another. They do it really well, and of how the fish look, and it's just fun to stack up fish eating other people's fish.
Number 56, Fish Car.
Unfortunately, I can't show you this game since it's in Korea. It was too heavy to bring back. I'll show you some pictures. Look. Carefully.
Yeah! Praise the Lord!
Yellow. Praise the Lord.
Someone make my brother cry.
This next.
Okay, I guess.
No. Alright, you saw the pictures of the game. That should tell you enough about it. It's fantastic and fun. I can't believe it's in my top 100 and I didn't bring it with me, but I'll have to find a copy somewhere. Even though it is an expensive game, it certainly is one that gets everyone fun. It's just fun to flick those discs around the track.
Awesome.
We're getting closer to getting into the top 50, but like I said, these are all really fantastic games. My favorite out of thousands of games. All of them are really wonderful. I hope you take the time to try them out and enjoy them for yourself. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
And I'm Melody.
Woohoo!
Tune into our next show for more Top 10 gaming goodness, or check out our website at www.thedicetower.com for more reviews and top 10 lists. Until next time, I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.